Hi, this is Joe Bouchard, best known as one of the founders of the band Blue Oyster Cult. And I just want to let you know I have a new solo album coming out this summer. I want to give you a little insight into the songs that are on this album. I'm very happy with the way it came out. I think it's the strongest album I've done so far, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So this is the stories behind the songs. The first song on the album is called The African Queen. I got the idea for this from watching the old movie from the 1950s called The African Queen. It stars Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn, all about a trip to Africa with some missionaries and a renegade boatman that takes a trip down the river, and it's very exciting. So this was a great theme for a song. I knew it had to be fairly simple and really rock hard because they were getting thrown all over the place in that boat. Mickey Curry plays drums on this, and he does a fantastic job. He actually plays two drum sets. One is like his famous Mickey Curry Shuffle, which you've heard on a lot of hit records over the years. But also he plays another drum set that's just tom-toms that add the African accents to the song. So it was really exciting, and I really love the way this came out. It's called The African Queen. The second song on my album is called Forget About Love. This is a song written by my late friend John Elwood Cook. I've known John all my life. He was, from when I was a little baby. He was our next door neighbor up in the Thousand Islands, and became a really great songwriter. He was a guitar fanatic, artist, did a lot of great paintings and artworks. Anyway, he wrote this song years ago, and I put it out once, maybe 6, 7 years ago. And he always said to me, you should put it out again. That could be a strong song. And I think he's right. So this is a song that I did before, but it was really needed to be spruced up. And the version that's on this album really came out great. So check out Forget About Love. The third song on the album is called Walk of Fame. I got the idea for this when I was reading the news maybe a year or so ago, and I found out that some celebrity who will remain nameless had his star on the Walk of Fame vandalized, not just once, but twice. And it was a very controversial thing at the time. I guess our emotions were running really high. This became a great theme for a song. I could picture people walking down the street and looking at all the stars on the Hollywood Boulevard. And so I put together this track with a really great funky beat. And I think it really came out great. It's called Walk of Fame. The fourth song on the album is called Hit and Run. This is another song written by my friend John Cook. This deals with kind of a loner character who thinks of himself as a terrorist, and he goes through the world creating all this mayhem. It's a really exciting, hard rockin' track. Mickey Curry, again, knocks this one out of the park. I really love what his playing on this song. People have said that more bands should do these kind of hard rock songs. There's not enough of them these days. Anyway, enjoy Hit and Run. The fifth song on the album is called Racing Through the Desert. It's an instrumental. I like to have an instrumental, a song with no words and no vocals. On all my solo albums, I usually have an instrumental here or there. But this was a lot of fun to put together. I actually played some trumpet on the end of this song. Lately, I've been getting back into playing the trumpet, and I really enjoy it. It's a very demanding, hard instrument to play, but when it sounds good, it's the greatest thrill in the world. If you can imagine a song about racing through the desert, this would be the soundtrack to that movie. Enjoy. The next song on the album is called She's a Legend, a fun song. It was written by myself, and the lyrics are by John Shirley. John Shirley is a science fiction writer. He's probably written about 24 books. And he also writes a lot of lyrics, and he puts out his own, he's a singer, he puts out his own albums. John sent me an email, and I think he was listening to one of my solo albums, said, I really like your work, I'm a fan. So I sent him back an email, hey, let's collaborate. So he sent me some lyrics, I think the next day. So I really enjoyed working with John. It's actually a story of a woman who's a serial killer, but the guy in the song falls in love with this strange woman, and instead of being offed, he gets spared because love conquers all. You know what I mean? The next song on the album is a cover of the Kinks, All Day and All of the Night. I've loved this song when I was in high school, and I still love it today. It started out as a acoustic version, but once I got into it, I knew that it had to rock hard. So this is Ray Davies' song from the Kinks called All Day and All of the Night. Enjoy. This next song is called Once Upon a Time at the Border. I used to play up in the Thousand Islands. If you don't know where the Thousand Islands is, it's right up on the Canadian border on the St. Lawrence River. And there are really over 1,000 islands in this part of the river. So I was up there playing a summer job as a musician, playing in lounges and clubs and bars. They were smoky bars. It was in the days when you could smoke in bars. And I had some girlfriends at the time, and this song is kind of about the relationships that I had from those days. So this is a tribute to those friends that I knew back at the Heartbreak Hotel in Alexandria Bay. You know what I'm talking about. Enjoy Once Upon a Time at the Border. The next track on the album is called Bottom of the Bottomless. It's another John Shirley lyric. I really enjoyed working on this one. I wanted to do a sort of progressive rock, prog rock, as they say, kind of song. So I had a lot of different parts, a lot of keyboards. It was a lot of fun to do this song. The song deals about depression, the problems with that, and diving deep into the well, but coming back up for air. So there is a good ending to the song. It's called Bottom of the Bottomless. The 10th song on the album is called Strangely in Love. This is another song by my friend John Elwood Cook. He sent me a CD probably 5-6 years ago of various songs. He was a very prolific writer, wrote a lot of songs. And this was on that CD. After he passed away, I went back to that CD, and out of all the songs on the that he sent me, this one just screamed, record this song. It's so important. It's a beautiful song. It's very romantic. It's kind of unlike a lot of John's songs, which are funny or ironic. But this one is very romantic. And it's all about taking a ride on the river with a certain somebody. At the end of the day, the sun is going down, and it's getting really romantic and getting strangely in love. The final track on the album is called Winter, also by John Cook. It's a really great song, very emotional. It looks at life from the perspective of maybe an older person looking out over the ice on the river in the winter months, watching the eagle fly across the ice. And the sun is sinking down, but it's cold. So this is called Winter, the winter of our lives. Enjoy. That's the 11 tracks on my new solo album. Please check it out. You can buy it, stream it, tell all your friends about it. I really think it's the best work I've ever done. I really poured my heart and soul into this recording. I think you're going to like it too. So check it out. It comes out on our new record label. Yes, my brother Albert and I have a new record label called Rock Heart Records. It's distributed by Deco, which is distributed by ADA and Warner Brothers. So we think we're going to really be able to put out some great product on our new custom label called Rock Heart Records. Albert's solo album will be coming out sometime this fall. So, and we have other projects planned for after that. So, in the meantime, check out my solo album, Strange Legends. Tell all your friends, and I will really appreciate that. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe or whatever you do. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs whatever. 2 thumbs up, even better. And we'll see you on the road. Thank you so much. Bye for now.
Sorry for you. You've got a reason for being sorry too. Sorry for myself. At the end of the day, you got no reason, but you hate me anyway. Forget about love.